How else do you explain it? I want to bring on Sheriff Thad Cleveland to discuss this from Terrell County, Texas. Sheriff Cleveland, great to have you on the program. How else do you explain what we're seeing down at the southern border, other than the fact that the border is wide open? I mean, in the past 72 hours, over 14,400 apprehensions, 24 pounds of fentanyl powder, 11 pounds of fentanyl pills, firearms, rescues, warrants, sex offenders have been nabbed, all within the last 3 days.
And you hit it right on the head, and your opening line there. The administration has no care what's going on along the border. I can tell you, having been a Border Patrol agent, as I mentioned to you before, the work that the men and women do at the United States Border Patrol is second to none. Chief Ortiz, who put out those stats, I read that same tweet. It's just amazing. The numbers continue to grow. There's more and more activity. And again, this could be solved, but I don't think it's going to be solved until we get a new administration.
And what do you think is there's a million different ways to go about solving it and a million different things that need to get done. What do you think is the bare minimum that needs to get done? You can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. This is a bullet hole, but where do you start?
I've said it before. It starts at the White House. It starts with the President of the United States of America sending a message to the rest of the world, telling them you're not going to enter our country illegally. You're not going to use pathways through the immigration system to come into our country under false pretenses, and we are going to protect our borders.
Now, this video that we saw of them bull rushing the port of entry, have you seen something like that before? Is this common to see on the Mexico side? Is them teaming up in a group of I believe around 1,000 in that, and just all bull rushing a port of entry at once?
I haven't. I know we've had a couple of uprisings here in the past couple of years. And again, it goes back to this administration, their unwillingness to protect our borders. People know that they can come congregate at our border and they can attempt to make an illegal entry in a size of people or a size of a group that large.
Now, News Nation put out a report about some rumors happening in Texas for some ways to solve this, because we obviously Texans can't rely on the Biden administration. So Texas lawmakers, according to News Nation, are considering a border security bill that would create a state unit of officers empowered to repel and arrest migrants illegally crossing the border and return them to Mexico. So essentially creating more Border Patrol agents at the state level. Would you support something like this? Do you think that this is more of a necessity?
100%. So what's already going on along our border through the state of Texas and from our governor, he's allowing troopers, he's sending troopers down to the border to assist us here at the local level, to assist Border Patrol agents. And to that end, we already have some processes in place under 287G, which is unified by ICE to assist them in detaining illegal aliens. So with that said, something like this will work if we allow law enforcement officers who are trained to deal with people, give them some additional authorities, and allow them to start catching people and taking them back to the border rather than turning them over to Border Patrol.
Yeah, it really is a disgrace that it has to get to that point. Civilian units to act as effective Border Patrol agents, while Joe Biden just yesterday in San Diego is announcing nuclear submarine deals with Australia. Not sure why it's so important to equip Australia with nuclear submarines, but why that would be important. But protecting people that live on these border towns, Sheriff Cleveland, it's apparently not important to protect them from hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of migrants.
You're exactly right. And here in my county of Terrell County, out here in Sanderson, Texas, we do have a Border Patrol station. We have 91 miles of border we're responsible for. And we have about 50 agents. We got 3 deputies. We have one Texas Department of Public Safety trooper and a couple of game wardens. We all work together with the additional resources from the governor to protect this piece of the border. We're doing a great job, but we still have areas we can gain more support and more control of.
Do you find that morale down there? I know for a long time among Border Patrol agents, especially, morale is down. People are just discouraged. They feel like their job is in vain. Do you find that even at your local police department, you're encountering so much of this that it can just be so demoralizing?
You know, and I still have a lot of friends in the Border Patrol, and there are a lot of locations where they're not able to get out and do their duties as a Border Patrol agent. Here in Sanderson, our Border Patrol agents, they're not dealing with what you see in Del Rio and El Paso with large groups of people, masses of people. Out here, we still have people that are looking to abscond, to enter the illegal undetected, or enter the country undetected. So we're still able to get out and do that Border Patrol work. Here at my sheriff's office, my partner, he is also a retired Border Patrol agent, as am I. So we know what we're up against. No morale issues with us. We're having a good time protecting our border and protecting our citizens.
Well, Sheriff Cleveland, certainly appreciate you being on the program today and you doing everything you can to keep your town safe and secure. Thanks for joining today. Great to see you.
Addison, thanks for having me again. Adios.
You bet.